Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Badgers will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, Dave.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Quickly complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the...
Hey, that's a great job executing. Drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Try to get it to the edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
Well, one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is to the offense, they'll take over at the 18. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you had all day to stew on it, get excited, and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Tester. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
How many times you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Finds a man on the left. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh
breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
The play action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got a man. It's Hurley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Hurley. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Looking for space. It's Wiggins. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Buckeyes with the first and 10. They want to run it left here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Irvin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Carry-On.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. Dropping back, it's Hester. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Offense trying to keep him off balance on first and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Badgers didn't start this drive with great field position, but Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hurley.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside and making the big tackle.
He's got the tight end. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. He'll do it himself. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going up top again. He's got him. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Under fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quick release by the QB. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Going to try to get it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down, you can call them whatever you want. That was really smart.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a three-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking to pass. It's Hester. Finds his man. It's Carry-On. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here, and the clock is not their friend. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Badgers are on the move. Grab behind the line. It's Carry-On. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the comeback is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hurley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops the throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense did throw on that loose football, but it won't matter much. They turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's hooked. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Hester. Here's a hit. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating.
A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but, boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds his tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The give on the option. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Wisconsin, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Hester. Under fire. Fires downfield. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback's got the first. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the 15. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Now, a 4th down.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Give to the running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on.
He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Back to throw. It's Hester. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They got it for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your cutoff.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
To the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires one high and deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
And they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on third down. Bring in the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Well, that's pretty convenient for this defense with the run blitz turning into a sack blitz.
Just how you drew it up. What are you talking about? It's a blitz, right? I just got to make the play and make it happen. I tell you what, could have been a big play on the back end, but got to protect the quarterback, got to keep him upright. I like the aggressiveness, but now, fourth down, you see how aggressive you want to be.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To throw, it's Hester. Here's the pressure. He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Badgers.
The one thing you know about this this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the single back. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Wisconsin, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Hester. That pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. On the move is the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Seven is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're...